Dealing with mental health issues hasn't been easy. It's it hasn't always been easy. I know that I've read a lot of self-help books like Dr. Joe Dispenza, um, just over and over, stimulated my brain with so much material of self-help. And you can still have these issues because I don't think really society really understands the true fundamentals and the facts about mental health and how society is drained by all these lies and illusions that are not real. And you think that families don't even know about it, they make it worse, friends make it worse. So you got basically a lot of people who just make things a lot worse for you. And also, when you have mental health issues, they think that medication is the thing that's gonna you know get rid of the problem. But you can't get rid of you know feelings and emotions that are very strong, and awakenings that kind of are very spiritual in some sense, that most people can't understand. And most people have dealt with a lot of kind of awakening states in their mind that maybe have tried substance that maybe have created that state in their minds, and trying to get back into that state can also cause a lot of trouble. So I feel that most medications and doctors, there's not all doctors can understand this. Most doctors can make it worse. All they just want to do is medicate you and try to make you be normal in society, which that can also make things worse. And a lot of people who suffer from mental health, they try to medicate people and try to make them back into normal in society. And eventually, most people do take their lives because of that, because they can see that wherever they go, there's no solution to their problems, because we're surrounded by so much around us that is very destructive. And having psychosis and having these psychoses, they just keep coming up and just keep on coming up and keep on kind of showing you, you know, um, you know, things and voices and thoughts that are wild. Medication is not the only solution that can get rid of um, these type of emotions and feelings. So how do we do it? Because it's like they, having psychosis, it's like people don't understand about it. And the thing that I just realized that by watching in the internet, psychosis is a lot of got to do with trauma as a childhood. And for me, it was being abandoned in school as a child and dealing with a lot of, you know, in school and not learning to read and dealing with a lot of issues in school for being different, and also dealing with a lot of abuse from the teachers who who don't really understand who you are, you know, and don't understand your true issue. They think they have the solution, but they don't. They just make things worse for you. So psychosis has got to do with a lot of trauma that you deal with. What you deal with a lot of crap that you dealt in the past, and a lot of people have dealt with a lot of crap in their childhood, and it comes up in the early 20s. That's where my psychosis end up coming in my early 20s, around my 20, when I was 23, I started having psychosis, which I felt like I had these spiritual awakenings. And, but that's another thing, using that word spiritual, because most people, what is the true meaning, definition of spiritual? Spiritual is a mental state, it's a state of being, is a is an emotional feeling that you feel. So I feel that most families and parents don't understand this, and they think that the only way they can just get rid of the problem is by medication and making you feel normal to be in society. But I don't think that's really kind of the issue. That's the kind of solution, because I'm 48 years old, and I see this with my parents. They dealing with their own issues. I see this with friends and others in the world today dealing with their psychosis. The whole world is dealing with psychosis. The whole world's dealing with mental health issues. So, and also dealing with these type of thoughts can be wild, that medications cannot just get rid of, because they have to be dealt in the true essence. But I think the main thing is to have a sense of value within yourself, as feeling worthy about who you are, and having a sense of love for who you are. Is, I think that's kind of what grounds you, because in the beginning, as a child, beginning, we grow up in a society, in a community that just make you feel crap, make you feel like you're nothing, make you feel like that you're nothing, that you're not worthy, and don't realize that you have something magnificent within you that is out there to give to the world. But I guess a lot of people and family and friends and society don't let you come out to be that person that you want to transform into, because they're too busy not understanding the issue, thinking they can just medicate you and get rid of the problem. But that's not the problem. That's not the solution.